Hey everybody, hope you all are doing well today. I'm back at it again with Enter the Gungeon. Oh, you want to like and subscribe. Oh, you want to give me all your money. Here I'm playing Paradox, and so this is kind of your random character. You pay a little bit of money, obviously not real life money, game money to play as this character, and you get random guns and items. You start out with a random starting weapon, and then one random gun with it was mine. I have the holster, and then an active or a passive. Paradox is pretty cool. I like Paradox. It's good for like a variety run. Like if I do this in the long term, then this will probably be my go-to character just because it's going to offer the most variety, which is of course the spice of life. And quite frankly, you've caught me at a bad time because I am very pissed right now. This is the second recording that I've done today. I recorded a Gungeon run a little bit earlier today, and it was a bullet run. Bullet has a sword and not a gun, so that's what makes them special. But with that sword, they can deflect bullets and everything. Anything you can do with a sword, right? God, chest luck, not good. Bad chest luck. And so I got my ass pounded because I don't really like Bullet. Everybody claims Bullet. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. Everybody claims Bullet is this like monster of a character for being so good. Bullet sucks, dude. I hate his sword. It is so wonky. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I think inconsistency was the name of the game in the run that I'm talking about, the one that I recorded earlier today, that you will not be seeing. It was super inconsistent run. I got hit by a lot of dumb stuff. I had a really challenging time, actually. I got very few items that were actually beneficial to me. At the end, it started turning up all right. But the thing about it is that I was boned from the get-go because I took so much damage. I do like keys. I do. I took so much damage at the beginning. The thing about it was a lot of the mistakes I made felt super unfair. And I say I was so pissed because I get to the dragon, right? And I have so little health. I walk into the dragon and I can only take 3 hits on the dragon. So 2 hits go by, whatever. I got the dragon down to like the last couple hits before I gotta go into the second phase of him, which is basically home free. I basically had the dragon, like I had his nutsack in my hand. I was just ready to crush, right? He sends the easiest attack, which is the RPG missile. And it's super easy to counter because all you gotta do is roll through a stream of bullets. Oh, I want to do good. I'm so sick. I'm so sick of doing bad on these runs. You've caught me in a complete bad mood because I'm not putting up with any of the bullshit, dude. I'm genuinely just so upset at these runs for not playing better. Wow, that was lucky. That was so lucky. There's just so much panic in it because I know I'm not playing alone. I know, like, I gotta impress or whatever. God, dude, I just get hit on the easiest stuff. I'm so mad right now. Anyway, on that dragon fight, I'm doing fine and I'm getting him to the last like hit that I need, and I die, right? I'm on the last hit and I die. But it doesn't make sense to me because I rolled through it. If I could get like a time rewind, I wouldn't change that I died. I would go back and make sure that I hit the roll button, which I would like to clarify, absolutely I did. Because a little picture comes up when you die in this game, and it's of like your final moment. On my picture, you could see me in my rolling animation, like it could, plain as day, rolling the hell out of some bullets. You inspect a little bit closer, you put on the magnifying glass, you zoom in, enhance, zoom in, enhance. You see, I'm not even getting touched by the bullets. The bullets aren't even touching me. So I'm rolling. You can see me in my starting animation of my rolling for invincibility, to make me invincible. And it just says no. It just says no, and then I got hit. And so I hope that I don't get pulled on for some stupid stuff like that. But I'm sad because even though I played awful, which isn't even my fault now that I'm considering it, the game just decided to kill me. Look, I know it's a game, right? So it has code. It is a computer and it doesn't make mistakes. But I don't think it could get more obvious that I shouldn't have died right there. I think it got fed up that I was doing too good at the game. I'm really saddened by it because I was super proud of the commentary I was doing on it. Not that I'm like any professional commentator or anything, but it was just like the topics were like pretty interesting comparatively. Maybe relatively is a better word. Relative to what I normally talk about, it was actually pretty interesting. And now I don't even remember what I was talking about. So we'll see. Here's one thing that I was talking about. So on my last video, I didn't even get to the part. I'll talk about that in 1 second. The bullshit run, the dumb run of the century that I'm still not gonna be over, where I died mysteriously. I was like, okay, whatever. It was still a good episode. What gets me is that I go to save it, and it just says like, no videos there. So if you're watching this, which God knows if you are, right? Hopefully it saves. I don't know why it didn't. So I was already so pissed about the run being completely spat on, and then the video doesn't even save. So I don't know. So this one's going up way late, and I'm sorry about that. I'm very mad, dude. I'm very upset. I just really need to get this video up, I think before midnight, and it's only 8 o'clock right now, so I think we'll be good. I'll try and get a more consistent schedule going. Not that anybody's like particularly looking out for my videos, but I don't think I've missed a day. If you count, like, they've been at different times, they've been at very inconsistent times, but I think if you look at the days I've done, I don't think I've missed a day. And if I have, that's not a huge deal, but I would just like to be consistent with it all. So I don't know what works better. If like 5 o'clock works better. Really what the fun foundation of that would be getting a better sleep schedule, which I apparently refuse to do. Why can't I save hearts? Whatever. So, like I was saying before I forgot to tell the full story of the run I had a little while ago today, in my last video, I said that I overused the word absolutely, which I'll still stand by. I said that if I kept using the word throughout that playthrough, that I would beat Lucas, my co-creator on this channel, with a rock right over his head. And that was my YouTuber guarantee. I didn't keep track of the word. I'm no Albert Einstein, right? But I told him about that. He didn't actually watch it, but I told him about it, and he began to talk about it in his video today. I guess it would be yesterday. He began to talk about it in one of his latest Spelunky videos about that promise I had made. The thing is, he's a dunce. He obviously doesn't watch my content because he said the wrong word. This is really good. I was talking about the word absolutely. I've been overusing the word absolutely. He mistakenly thought it was the word anyway. So he obviously isn't paying attention to the content I produce. Which I don't mean to be on my high horse, but I'm trying to keep track of everything they're putting out, right? And so he's issuing a false statement entirely. Ooh, okay. Good, we're good. I know you're all freaking out right now. Dude, you almost got hit. No. Easiest game of my life. Never have had a problem with this game. Okay, and that was evidence part 1, that they're not watching my content. Evidence the duh. Only one person, shout out to Tyler, what hit me? Oh, I thought he was my guy. And now that I have the mentality that if I'm hit once, I'm going to get hit a million times. Shout out to Tyler, who actually wished my mom a happy birthday. Apparently he's the only true gangster in the audience. I don't know, they can still redeem. Not really, because my mom's birthday is already over. I want this. How many I got? 2. Take me away. So they're not watching my content, which is like, you know, what can I do? But like my mom was like really upset. Nobody wished her a happy birthday. I think I'm done on this floor. Do I have a blank? I might as well. It could be here. It's not here. Why didn't you tell me it was there? From now on, I'm not listening to you guys. I'm trying to even remember what I was talking about. Here's something I was talking about. I think it was on the subject of online schooling, which is absolutely garbage. I don't know. Like, I understand it. It's not like I'm saying don't do online schooling, because it's necessary, right? I think it's only fair that if you can't show up in person, that there has to be, in this connected age that we're in, it only makes sense that school can contribute, or continue, I mean to say, throughout physical means. So I get online schooling. I know it's basically necessary, but as a senior in North Carolina, I automatically got passed if I was in my 3rd quarter, which was great, because I was not putting up with online schooling. It just was not for me. I took like a week before I started actually looking online to see if I had any assignments. I don't know, oh my god. Some of these bullets are just so dumb. Please die. Does he have infinite health? He might just have infinite health. Maybe I was just shooting at something that couldn't die. But I procrastinated so hard on the online schooling. I waited like a good week before I even logged in for the first time. And some teachers are with you. They get it. They understand that this sucks for everybody. Nobody wants to do it. And that people have lives to worry about before they are going to be doing AP calculus and everything. You know. And some teachers think it is their moral obligation to fill your entire quarantine time with assignments. So as a senior who has technically already passed, I feel so bad I salute any classmate who is still having to do online school. I know in Colorado, I have a friend who's a senior in Colorado, and she still is having to do online school. And that's just unfortunate, man. I couldn't imagine having to do that. I think online school, despite understanding that there's a purpose for it, I think it is the dumbest thing ever. For me personally, in 7th grade, we had these, I don't want to say personality tests, these learning tests. The idea of it was that you answer questions based on how you learn, and it picks the best method for you. And there's 3 methods. There's auditory, visual, or it's like kinesthesia, something. The 3rd option was like super, it was a word I didn't understand in 7th grade, so I didn't remember what the word was. But it translated to hands-on. So you were either auditory listener, a visual listener, or a learner, I mean to say, a visual learner, or a hands-on learner, like you had to be shown in person. And I got the 3rd, I got hands-on learner. And so online schooling for me, not gonna work out. It was just destined to not be favorable for me. So on the subject of the teachers who think it's their obligation to fill your entire time, ooh, this is a good one. This is what I got on my last run. To fill your entire time with assignments. It pisses me off so bad, because they're going at Mach speed. You'll have a unit that would normally take a month to get through, and they'll assign it all in a week. And the timing for me was perfect, because I am terrible at math, and my AP statistics teacher was absolutely, ooh, there's the word, absolutely, was killing me with his assignments. He would have a unit that we normally would go by pretty slowly, and he just assigned it all in like a day. And so I would spend hours every day doing statistics homework because I don't understand math. It's not my thing. What am I, a nerd? Nerd. What am I talking about? And so he went Mach speed. He thought that he was gonna get fired if he didn't assign one unit to complete in a week. And so I was kind of freaking out about it because that's not my cup of tea. That's not how I roll with it. Having to do a statistics assignment every day when usually it would have been once every 4 days, not good. That's the trade-off though, that's the thing. Would you rather not, how am I trying to word this? Would you rather do online schooling where you get more work but don't have to sit through the lectures, or would you rather do normal schooling where you have to sit through the lectures but only get like a quarter of the work? See, that's the hard part. God, I'm kind of skipping around everywhere. I said it was perfect timing for me to get automatically graduated because of my statistics teacher assigning a bunch of work. Basically, the last day of my online schooling career, I was given my unit test, and I was just not wanting to take it. So thank God I didn't have to. Honestly, it wouldn't have been that bad, because like, what are they gonna do? Like, my phone is right there. Like, they're gonna come and arrest me if I look up the answers on my phone. I'm sure they'd like to, but it's not really up to them. But so I feel terrible for anybody who still has to go through all that. I know people who are below seniors still have to, and my advice to them would be to look, okay, I just said I'm not good at math, but my advice to them would be to calculate, and I would be all over this. I said I'm not Albert Einstein. In this case, I would be. I would calculate my grades, my GPA, looking at my school year before the last semester, or quarter, I should say, and calculate, could I pass without doing any of this online work? And if the answer is yes, maybe just blow it off a little bit, maybe. I also know some people whose parents went ballistic over this. Like I was saying, I was like a hands-on learner, so online school wasn't going to work for me. There's so many people like that, I bet, who still have to commit to it. Technically, I still have to take some AP tests, but I can't do the schoolwork. It doesn't click with me. So I'm sorry, but I already got accepted into college. I don't think they can take it. I don't think, even if I don't pass the AP exam for it, I don't think they'll not accept me. I might have to take a class over again, but it will honestly be worth it because I have to be in there to learn the material. I'm not going to learn it by looking online. That's just not how I roll. Sorry, Khan Academy. This run is actually been pretty easy. We got the easiest like startup weapon in the world. Ooh, sticky crossbow. This is the item that I thought I had. No hearts though. I have $111. Like, should I just buy a half heart? Can't. Wait, so I'm on chamber 3. Both chests are done. I have 4 keys. I should be able to open every chest from here on out. Easy. Yeah, this one's shaping up to be really good. This is an easy one. So, online high school, man. It's an endeavor. Speaking of high school, here's something. Why, from middle school, looking into high school, it's like, oh yeah, this is where the fun begins, if you will. This is where the children become the men. This is where I grow a full beard. This is where people break out into ensemble dancing and singing. This is where people fall in love. Basically, movie stereotypes set me up for absolute social disaster in high school. Absolute. Ooh, there's a fun word that I just used. I knew it would give me a half heart. Have faith, children. I'm like, anything like Glee. Is Glee in high school? Are they really supposed to be in high school? I'm just thinking about that. They don't look like high schoolers. What were they thinking, man? What was I using this? Cool. Yeah, they look nothing like high schoolers. Who did they think they were fooling? But I thought my high school experience would be so much more whimsical and dangerous, maybe. Because, you know, shows will always hype up what's going on in high school to make it seem more interesting, or else, like, nobody would watch it. But I'm just saying, as a kid, that's setting a terrible idea for somebody going into high school. Nobody did anything. It kind of sucks. You know, there's a popular Ask Reddit thread. Not that I browse Reddit. I'm not a low bottom feeder. And it goes like, what was the quote unquote incident at your high school? So there's one thing that's at least a little consistent with high school experiences. Mine would be, I actually knew all the guys involved with this. There was a kid, and he wasn't exactly the popular type. I don't think. Neither was I though. So we kind of hit it off. Not hit it off. I would say acquaintances. We were like acquaintances. I wouldn't say besties or anything like that. But he one day came in with a hat, and if you don't know, for some reason that I don't know or know how to explain, hats aren't allowed at my high school. I guess I think their excuse is that they can't see you on the cameras, that you can conceal your identity. Did I fall off? I couldn't see. I just straight up could not see what was going on. I actually need this room to be over. I said, please, dude, please. What is going? I can't. You're joking. You're joking that it's still going, dude. What? How much health does he have? I took 4 hits. I need a second, dude. I need a second. I'm so mad. Oh, I'm so mad. I don't even know. I don't even know what I was talking about. Who even cares what I was talking about, dude? It's just stuff like that. He would not die. Oh my sweet lord. And neither would his goons. I was just like, yeah, dude, the goons will eventually just die. They just wouldn't. My god. That was the most annoying thing I've ever experienced. And you had to be there. I was talking about like High School Musical, how much High School Musical sucks. I'm sorry. I was completely flabbergasted by what has just gone on. I don't think I will ever recover. I didn't even see these guys. God, dude. Something about the little minions. Please leave me alone. Oh, stop. This run was going so good. I had only gotten hit like 2 times. Dude, what is going on? It's the little fuckers. They just, I don't see him coming. Dude, I've completely lost any train of thought that I would have had. So I guess I need to move it to a new subject. That's all what we're here for, right? You know what? Here, I've been on kind of a rant about things that suck. You know what does suck? The YouTube comment section. Let's see this. Basically, if you go on to the YouTube comment section on any popular media, particularly music videos is where I find it to really be the worst. The YouTube comment section is a cesspool of lack of creativity, stupid jokes, bad grammar, the whole 9 yards. The YouTube comment section is a whole nother breed of people who have no idea what's going on or how to interact with other people beyond stealing jokes that other people have made for centuries and centuries. What is up with the doctor says I only have 1 hour to live, me clicks on this video? Hilarious. Mom says one more video before bed, clicks on this video, and it's like 9 hours long. I mean, you guys got it in the bag. You guys understood comedy. Maybe like the first time seeing that, it was a good chuckle. The 19th time, you know, getting a little stale. The 130th time that I've seen that in a comment section, I'm just a tiny bit over it. Just a little bit. You caught me in such a pissed mode because of my Gungeon plays. Ugh. Let me break it down for you. Basically, the worst of the worst is music videos, particularly like rap, any form of pop. Rock and like metal have their own cesspool of bad jokes, where it normally revolves around, look how quirky this group of individuals is for not liking popular media. Which, I won't lie, I'm a little bit in that bandwagon. I wouldn't say it's gatekeeping, but I've gotten better about it. Like, it's such an annoying thing for people to be proud of, that they don't like something that's popular. I think I was actually talking about that on the last run. It does help me enjoy it more when something is less popular, because I feel more connected to the item, given that there's a lower community to it. But that's on a whole nother level. I'm trying to list YouTube comment section rankings here. The worst of the worst. I want this. I want it. How much? 135. Don't do this. Don't do this. I want this. The worst of the worst is like rap and pop and hip hop, whatnot. Then, let's see. You get videos for kids. Like those don't even count, right? I don't even want to say that those count, because those are people. I said as a joke that these people don't know what's going on. They're kids, so they literally don't know what's going on. Maybe I shouldn't even count those. Here's one. Like shitpost videos. Those are terrible. Anything that's like above 10 hours just for the giggles of it. Terrible comment section. It's the same joke over and over again. What I find to be one of the better comment sections are like debate channels. Normally people in debate channel comment sections, I should just say debate videos, normally they're trying to add to a conversation, right? Maybe they have a new perspective. And you find that the jokes actually have to have a little bit of sophistication, because most debate topics are rather complicated. So maybe those are your best shot. Or of course, if you really need like the best YouTube comment section, just like look below at my videos. I'm in between a rock and an ice cube, and I don't want to be here. And this guy won't die. How many bullets can this man take? Why are you sliding around? Please, leave me alone. Cool. Boys, I think it's time to retire my starting weapon. I got enough things now. My guns aren't terrible, I won't complain about it. Let's see what we need to do. No taking damage. Easy, easy. Do it all day. Do it in my sleep. Blow you up, blow it up, blow it up, blow it up, blow it up. Easy. This man doesn't know that he has just invited the not taking damage king. What the? Oh, what? I need to shut up. I need to shut up. I'm not fronting when I say I'm really mad about that. This is the same thing that happened in the run that I recorded earlier today. I rolled. I don't know. I know it's a computer. I know it's a computer counting my damage. I know it is. So it shouldn't be wrong. It shouldn't be, but it is. It is wrong. I've played this game for so long. I know when I take damage and when I don't when I'm rolling. I have the timing for it ingrained into my brain. And don't get me wrong, people mess up. But like, it has just been so often. And I don't know why. I'm gonna scream, dude. You're pissing me off so bad. And then I get so pissed, I don't even remember what I'm talking about. Who knows? I was pissed off about something. I was pissed off about the YouTube comment section. I don't know. There's nothing really more to say about it. It's just, it's the most unoriginal stuff that gets likes on there. And I'm a multitasker when it comes to YouTube videos. I guess it's more about having no attention span. That was bad. I feel very defeated. I'll get back to the YouTube comment section in 1 second. I just feel so defeated on this run. It's going fine. It's just every time I get hit, it's just so bad. It's just by something that's so avoidable and easy to detect coming. I make myself so mad when I play like this, dude. Let's try the worst gun ever, apparently. Apparently does 0 damage. Woohoo! Just need to... Yeah. Again, I just have this mentality that if I get hit one time, then the whole run is over for me. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to this game, and so just my track record for your viewing experience has been so less than par for what I normally play with. Normally I perfect just about every boss, and I don't even want this, dude. It's just so sad. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play this game that I'm really good at, and then I just fail every challenge that comes my way. And it's not like I can be mad because I win the runs in the long run, but it's like just getting hit on that one room, the challenge room. It's just so hard. I've never lost to a challenge room, but now that I'm on video, I do. You guys, I think everybody's kind of experienced that though, is that when the pressure's on, it's a lot harder to perform functions that normally you'd be a lot better at. Actually, I was in psychology. I am a psych major, after all. I'm genius. I'm Sigmund Freud, right? Basically, I'm Sigmund Freud. In my psychology class, the idea is that you're better, if you're being watched, you're better at things that you're really good at, and you're worse at things that you don't know very well. And you might be saying, like, that sounds obvious, but most people will generalize, like I just didn't say, I always do worse when I'm being watched. Not always the case, studies have shown. I'm sure there's outliers. I certainly feel that way. Like that, what was that? Yeah, I've completely dropped the facade of me doing good on this run. I've just gotten lucky with some items, if I'm being honest. God, nothing makes me more upset than when I play terribly. But I should probably stop wallowing in self-pity about it, right? You know what I do want to talk about? Traveling. Because it sucks. Traveling is... I'm a homebody. Most of the time. Obviously, everybody likes to get out and about. Like doing that right now. Like going out during the quarantine. That'd be phenomenal, right? But it ain't gonna happen. Oh, what? I would love to rewind and see what happened there. I just feel like I've played this game for years, but the controls I'm inputting on my controller aren't the same controls that I'm seeing on the screen. I don't know. It's just me today. It's probably just me today. I have no idea what is going on. Thank God I've gotten good items. I'm so defeated in this run. I'm so sad. Anyways, I'm a homebody, and so traveling isn't always my forte. I like to do it though. Just a change of scenery. Never hurt anybody. And my family is really big on traveling. My mom in particular, she's really big on it. Oh. And she's kind of at that point in her life. Nobody talk about this. If I hear anybody talking about how bad I've been playing, you are getting permabanned from the channel. I need help. I've been playing terribly. She's kind of at that point in her life where she's settled down enough that she can reliably travel when she wants to, and she knows when she wants to. So living with her, I get to go along. Really, 2 locked rooms. That's pretty rude. I I can't speak anymore. This is just a mess. I'm flabbergasted. I have traveled quite a bit just because that's her passion. And I love traveling itself, or going to the new place. I love being there and experiencing new places. What I don't like is airports. Airports suck so bad. And if you've never been to an airport, I'm putting it on your bucket list, right? I'm forging your bucket list, and I'm putting airports on there so that you know how strange they are. They're just the most desolate, weird feeling. They feel disconnected from other places. It feels like a place you shouldn't be. It feels so cold and dark in them. Basically, you'll enjoy airports if you like getting up at 3 a.m. to catch a flight that's like 4 hours away. You get up at 3 a.m., you're groggy and tired, and you have to drive an hour to your nearest airport. Once you get there, you have to wait in a line of like 20 people to check bags, get tickets. Once you do that, I'm trying to recall, I haven't been to an airport in a second. Once you get that, you're going through security, right? And security is the worst part, because each time they change up what is acceptable and what isn't. So sometimes you can have your DS out. Not saying that I travel with a DS, I'm not a baby. I'm not a little lightweight. Sometimes you don't have to take the DS out. Sometimes you don't have to take your shoes off. And I'm not talking like different countries. I'm talking the same airport that I go to every time. But the TSA agents are so used to whatever the norm is at the time that they just look at you like you're an idiot for not knowing. Sorry, I don't live at an airport. What is your issue? Oh. Sorry, I don't live in an airport, dude. So you get through the hassle of security, and hopefully you don't get like randomly chosen to get like an in-depth search, because that'll happen too. What do I have to explore? Oh. I'm just trying to rush through this just because I'm so pissed. And then you gotta go and get to your gate, which they purposely put like 4 miles away so that you have to go through all these restaurants and everything that they, like Disney World, pump smells through to make you enticed to go and eat at them, because they know you haven't eaten because you got up at 4 a.m. to go and come to a stupid airport to catch a flight. And I need health, so give me the health. That's enough chatter. Truly. I'm probably going to lose on this run because I'm playing terrible. But we'll see. Give me good item. Let's see. I'm not sure what that does. I think if I get hit, bees come out. Yep. Oh, I'm ready to take on the boss. I've exclusively talked about things that annoy me. Sorry if that's not your forte. That's kind of my thing, though. Hello, dog. Come in, why don't you? Alright. So, you're like, okay, yeah, I'll eat. I've gotten up way earlier than any person ever should. I mean, there's soldiers who don't have to get up that early. And so, you're like, yeah, dude, I'm starving. Obviously, there was no time to eat. Dude, you got... Don't do this to me. I'm having dog issues. What do you want? I'm so sorry. Here. Alright, let's get back to losing this Gungeon run and talking about airport, shall we? So you're like, yeah, I could go for a bite to eat. I'm starving. And so you go to like McDonald's and you're like, okay, that's going to be some cheap food. You know, it's not going to be anything worth quality, but at least it'll be cheap and easy. You're like, oh, maybe even it's just some water. It's not like they let liquids through so they can purposely upsell you. I just want some water. Enjoy paying $10 for a bottle of water, bitch. That's how they get you right there. Big airports, dude. I'm telling you. It's evil. Ah, and there is no airport like the DIA, the Denver International Airport. I have spent a lot of time traveling through that airport in particular. Airports are weird and dumb, and like I said, they have this strange aura to them. That doesn't even compare to the DIA. The DIA, I genuinely want you to look up the DIA because it has some of the strangest art, some of the strangest construction. Here's the real kicker. There's a statue of a horse outside the airport, which is actually kind of funny because the Denver Broncos is the NFL team. But there's a statue of this Bronco outside the airport. And the idea of the Bronco, who has cutout eyes replaced with LED red light bulbs. The horse has LED red light bulbs for eyes. And the idea behind that horse is that it's cursed. And that the sculptor of whoever was making it, the horse broke apart and fell on him, killing him. I'm not BSing this. You can look it up. It's shocking stuff. And so why they would put that in front of the airport? Dude, you're asking me the questions I've always wanted to know. It's also just massive. It is a humongous airport. And it has like these wartime murals and just some of the weirdest things that you'll ever see in an airport. There's also a theory that it is... Oh, I got hit. That was actually... I was flawlessing the dragon until I accidentally nudged my controller and walked into the heart. There's a conspiracy because the DIA was one airport and then they didn't like how it was, and it was all underground and everything. They didn't like how it looked or something like that. It was faulty something. There was some excuse to it. So they built another airport on top of the airport. So there's all these underground little connection ways that people aren't allowed to go in through that are still, I don't know if they're operational. I've also completely abandoned my double roll function. Whatever, excuse me. It's like a triple roll. The idea, an extreme theory about it, is that those bunkers are being used in case of end of the world apocalypse event for rich people to go under the airport and live. You might be calling me crazy. The DIA is horrifying. And if I die after the record, if there's no more Gungeon videos, you'll know why. We got too close. I encourage anybody to go and look that up. I'm not joking. Well, that's been this episode. We talked about like High School Musical or something. Really, I just talked about how pissed I am. So I hope you look forward to more of that. If you liked it, go ahead and like it. Tell me how well it improved. And the next time.